Hello, my name is Mark Blocker. In this segment we're going to cover how to determine if a gasket blew. Okay, some of the quickest and easiest ways to determine if you have a head gasket problem or a gasket problem is visual inspections. You want to inspect the radiator and look for signs of bubbling over, overheating, stuff of that nature, presence of good clean radiator fluid in the radiator. Well, the next things you can check is the crankcase breather system. By removing where you add your engine oil, look for a large deposit of white built-up film, kind of a soapy substance, and that could be an indication where you're getting water in the oil. Another thing you want to check is your actual engine oil. By pulling the dipstick, you want to look at your engine oil, make sure that it's clean and at its proper level. If it's cross-contaminated with water, it'll get a thick, dark chocolatey color look similar to milkshake. Now, if you see no evidence of cross-contamination in the crankcase breather or the engine oil and the vehicle's still running, you can fill your radiator up until it's full to the top with fluid, let it warm up, and then let it idle, and look for the presence of bubbles in the radiator system. If the radiator is continuously, constantly bubbling, that's an indication that you're putting combustion pressure into your cooling system, i.e. a blown head gasket or cracked head, where this combustion pressure is slipping into the cooling system, and it has to come out somewhere, so it's going to drain out the radiator. By keeping the radiator full of fluid, you can observe the bubbles coming up and make a determination for the presence of hydrocarbons in your cooling system. And if all the visual systems check out okay, and you're still having problems and you believe you might have a head gasket problem, the next step is to do a cylinder compression test on each one of your cylinders, and that will determine whether the compression is good, and or you may need to perform a leak down test, which will perform a pressurized test on where the defective cylinder is and give you a determination of where the compression loss is at. Those are some of the ways you can determine if you have a bad gasket.